let's see. We are trying to go live here. Are we live yet? We are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am the Bald Ginger, and we are doing our weekly live stream here on Saturday. So we're going to jump right into this, starting off with a 3-game series with the Reds coming to town. I had a good time against them last time we played, just a couple episodes ago. So we'll just jump right into this one here. Cardinals got a couple of rookies on the lineup today and a bunch of cold, so not much good going on there. Oh, let's see what we can do here. All right, game number 1. Bailey Ober on the mound for the Reds. No score here in the bottom of the first. 1 out, 1 on. And let's see what I can do here as I get the dynamic challenge because of the man on first. And let's just try to advance the runner here. At least that sounds like a good idea to me. Bailey Ober does throw 94 on his four-seamer, but that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch. Looped one up the middle and into center field. That advances the runner all right. They send him around all the way to third. He makes it there safely. We have runners on the corners after first pitch hacking here in the bottom of the first. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a good start to the live stream, that's for sure. Bottom of the third, it's a 2-1 lead for the Cardinals. I'm standing in 1 for 1 on the day. Base is empty, nobody out. Bailey Ober still towing the rubber here for Cincinnati. First pitch, got a swing and a miss with the circle change below the knees. 0-1 the count. You'd think I would learn that they will pitch around me quite a bit here. And I swing at a four-seamer right above the zone there. So apparently I have not learned that lesson at all. 0-2 the count for me now. We foul off yet another one outside the zone. Curveball below the knees on the outer third. It's an 0-2 count still here, as all 3 pitches have been outside the zone. Gives me one in the zone, and I send it back up the middle. And we have a 2-hit day here with the Reds in town. We'll take that. A pair of singles helps the old batting average out, most definitely. Standing in bottom of the 5th now. It's a 4-1 lead for the Cardinals. Nobody out, nobody on. Bailey Ober still on the mound here. First pitch of this at-bat. Gets me with the front door slider. 0-1 the count after sneaking that over the inside corner. Good spot for that. Next pitch. A good four-seamer down the middle of the plate. But I was a little bit out in front of that one, and it fouls away for an 0-2 count in a hurry in this at-bat. The 2-strike pitch. And a circle change on the inside corner is blooped into shallow right field. Right fielder there to make the play. And they have finally gotten me out in this first game of the live stream. What can you do but smile and wave? Bottom of the 6th, you come back. It's a 7-2 lead for the Cardinals. Runner on second, 1 away. Connor Phillips now towing the rubber for Cincinnati. He hits 96 on his four-seamer, 94 on the sinker. First pitch is that four-seamer just above the knees down the middle of the plate, but it's fouled away with a late swing. And an 0-1 count is the result. 0-1 pitch. Really high. Wow. Four-seamer way upstairs. 1-1 the count for me now. Pitch number 3 from Phillips. There's one in the zone. Got the swing and a foul ball there. 1-2 the count after sending that one out of the way. Pitch number 4 of the at-bat. Froze me. Four-seamer at the knees, called a strike. Oof. Got me hook, line, and no sinker there. Bottom of the 9th, we come back. The Reds are now leading 8-7. I don't know how that happened, other than the bullpen fell apart. Jose Alvarado now on the mound for the Reds. He hits 100 on the sinker, 95 on the cutter, 100 on the four-seamer. First pitch from him. Oh, geez, got me swinging at a four-seamer way inside. 0-1 the count after fouling that one away. That is not a good spot to be swinging at. The 0-1 pitch from Alvarado. And there's one drilled out to deep right field. Right fielder running back towards the corner. He's not going to come up with it, and it bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. So I'm standing on second now with nobody out as we are down a run here in the bottom of the 9th. But the Cardinals can't make it happen. Did what I could there, but we still end up losing 8-7. What can you do? Smile and wave. Baseball God's not going to let me have it today. We're going to move on to game number 2 of this series, and you know what that means, though. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Bottom of the first here, we have no score in St. Louis. 2 outs, nobody on. Bill McDaniel on the mound for the Reds. He hits 94 on the 4-seamer, 90 on his 2-seamer. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of the at-bat. Got the swing and a miss on a slider on the outer third. 0-1 the count, as you heard the umpire say there. Second pitch now from McDaniel. Outside with that same slider. 1-1 the count. Come on, big fella. Give me something good to swing at here. That's not it. 4-seamer below the knees, taken for ball 2, and I have a 2-1 count. Batting average creeping up here as we're up to a .316 batting average on the season. And then I swing at a 2-seamer below the knees on the outside corner and foul it away for a 2-2 count instead of 3-1. Next pitch from McDaniel. Got the swing and a miss on a slider below the knees. Should have been first base for free, but aggressiveness at the plate not doing me any favors in that at-bat. We don't need the replay of what I just did. Come on now. Top of the third, Cardinals are up 1-0 now. Nobody out, nobody on with Leo Barrero at the plate. He's hitting .313 on the season. Got himself a full count with the bases empty and nobody out. Jose Urquidy throwing the payoff pitch. And a ground ball to me at third. This will be an easy play for the first out in the top of the third. There you have it, 1 away. Bottom half of the inning. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day with a K next to my name. 3 for 6 on the series, though. It's 1 out, nobody on here. Cardinals still up 1-0, and I get the dynamic challenge because the bases are empty, and we're going to try to only swing at pitches inside the zone. That might be quite the accomplishment the way this game's gone so far. First pitch from McDaniel is a bit high with the 4-seamer. 1-0 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat. Right to the third baseman. Hot shot at the hot corner, and he comes down with the ball. Ugh. Of all the times to have bad luck. Man, that could have been a 2-bagger right off the bat, too. Bottom of the fifth, we come back. Still a 1-0 ball game. Runner on first and 1 away. Bill McDaniel still toeing the rubber for the Reds here. First pitch of this at-bat. Come on, big fella. Inside with a slider. Tried going on the front door like they did to me in game 1. No dice on that one. 1-0 the count for me now. Next pitch. Got a piece of the 4-seamer in the top of the zone, and it's fouled away. 1-1 the count for me now. Come on, big fella. One good pitch is all I need here. That's not it. 4-seamer outside, taken for ball 2. And we have a 2-1 count. Fourth pitch of the at-bat now from McDaniel. Really high with the 4-seamer there. It's a 3-1 count. How about that? Only one pitch in the zone, and that was barely in the top of the zone. 3-1 pitch on the way now from McDaniel. And it's first base for free as that 4-seamer was off the inside corner. We will take the walk any way we can get it. Bottom of the seventh, it's a 2-0 ball game now. I'm standing in 0 for 2 on the day with a walk on my line score. 3 for 7 on the series. With 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the seventh, I get the dynamic challenge. Oh, we'll try for that single or better. Why the heck not? Ty Floyd on the mound for the Reds out of the bullpen. Looks like he hits 96 on his 4-seamer. And that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Oh, changeup had me out in front there. Swing and a miss makes for an 0-1 count. Second pitch of the at-bat from Floyd. Fouling off the 4-seamer at the top of the zone. And it's an 0-2 count in a hurry here in the bottom of the seventh. Apparently, ye old crackerjack not doing me any favors in this at-bat yet. Got me. Pitch in the dirt, gets the swing and a miss. 2-3 put out will complete the strikeout, and 7 innings are now complete here at Busch Stadium. Cardinals, however, are in the lead. A score of 2-0. And the Cardinals take the winning game number 2. 4-1 the final score there as Urquidy picks up his 6th win on the season. Series is tied at 1 game apiece. Let's head to the third and final game of this series and see who can win the rubber match and get out of this series with a win. On PlayStation Motor in here. There we go. Little day game action in game number 3. Top of the first, no score. Runner on first and 2 away for James Triantos. He's hitting .284 on the season, and he is 3rd in the National League in All-Star voting at second base. Let's see what he can do with a 1-1 pitch from Nick Frasso. Come on. There we go. Ground ball down the third baseline. We'll get a glove on that. Throw across the diamond will be in plenty of time. And the top of the first is now completed. We're moving on to the bottom half. All goose eggs on the scoreboard so far. We come back bottom of the first. Still no score, but runners on first and second. Nobody out. Michael Kopech on the mound for the Reds here. He hits 97 on the four-seamer, 90 on his circle change. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch. Blooper to first. He's going to throw to the shortstop covering second, but can't get the return throw to the pitcher covering first in time. Fielder's choice results in runners on the corners with one out here in the bottom of the first. We can't push a run across. As top of the second, we come back still scoreless here. Runner on first and 2 away for Davis Schneider. He's hitting .327 on the season. He's got an 0-1 count against Nick Frasso. Wind up and the pitch now from Frasso. Ground ball to me at third. This will be an easy play. Throw to first. And the side is retired. Moving on to the bottom of the second here in St. Louis. We still are tied at 0. Okay, bottom of the third. Reds are now up 1-0. Runners on the corners, 2 away. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day against Michael Kopech. Let's see what I can do with the first pitch of this at-bat. And it's a ground ball to second. Easy force at second as a 4-6 putout completes that half of the inning. No run scoring here for the Cardinals, so we're moving on to the fourth, trailing the Reds by a score of 1-0. All right, top of the fifth. Reds have opened up a can here. It's now a 4-0 ball game. 1 out and nobody on for James Triantos. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of groundouts so far. 1 for 7 on the series. Cardinals now have Gordon Graceffo on the mound out of the bullpen already. And the 2-1 pitch from him is a ground ball to me at third. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first. And that's the second out here in the top of the fifth. Top of the sixth, we come back. Cincinnati leading 7-0 now. Cam Collier at the dish for them. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a home run and a single so far. He's hitting .329 on the season, so he's definitely having a good time so far. 2 outs and nobody on for him. He's got a 1-2 count with Drew Hackenberg now on the mound for the Redbirds. Wind up and the pitch from Hackenberg. And that's drilled into left. I don't know why that's a fielding opportunity for me. Left fielder makes the play, though, so that'll send us to the bottom half, still trailing the Reds by a score of 7-0. 7-1 when I come up to the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. 1 out, nobody on. Michael Kopech still towing the rubber for Cincy. First pitch of the at-bat from him. And he got the swing and a miss on a four-seamer just off the inside corner. 0-1 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat. And I drill one right to the first baseman who takes it to the bag himself. That is out number 2 here in the bottom of the sixth. Top of the eighth, we come back. It's a 7-2 ball game. Reds, of course, still in the lead. Julio Pablo Martinez is at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored so far. 1 for 6 on the series for him. Bases are empty and 1 away as he's standing in with a 2-2 count against Drew Hackenberg. And the pitch is drilled down the left field line, and it's a fair ball. All the way into the corner. Left fielder grabs it, throws to second. Not going to be in time or on line. So a fairly easy double for Martinez there. 10-2 is the score when we come back bottom of the eighth. I'm standing in 0 for 3 on the day, 3 for 11 on the series. I got a runner on second, 1 away. I get the dynamic challenge because of that man on second. We're not going to do the power swing, so let's just try to drive in the run. Connor Phillips is on the mound for the Reds now out of the bullpen. He hits 96 on the four-seamer, 94 on his sinker, and that's all he's got that's quick. And that's not the curveball I thought he was going to throw to start the at-bat. High four-seamer gets a swing and a miss out of me. 0-1 the count. Another four-seamer just off the outside corner. Swung on, got a piece, fouled it away, and it's an 0-2 count in a hurry in this at-bat. The 2-strike pitch from Phillips. Just low and away with a change-up there. 26,537 paid attendance of today's game. Looking to see a little bit of something out of the Cardinals here. And four-seamer low and inside isn't going to get anything done there except make the count 2-2. Pitch number 5 of the at-bat from Phillips. Got the swing and a miss on a curveball low and away. Well, there's another K next to my name in this series. And Cardinals end up scoring another run, but end up losing 10-3 the final score there. Espresso suffers his 8th loss on the season. Not even a full 5 innings worth of work from him. Actually, I don't even think he made it through 4, did he? 0 for 4 day at the plate, 3 for 12 on the series. Not going to help the old batting average there, but, it could be worse. Started off the season a lot worse than that, that's for sure. We're going to head back to the clubhouse here and then jump into our next series. Come on, load it in. I do believe, we're playing a 4-game set with the Brewers here, so we'll jump right into that. And while that's loading in, I'm going to take a little drink. Oh, yeah, a little bit of caffeination goes a long way. All right, we don't need the big intro here in Milwaukee. I'm standing in here top of the first. Cardinals already up 1-0. I got a .310 batting average on the season. Runner on first, nobody out. Max Meyer on the mound for the Brew Crew. He hits 97 on his four-seamer, 90 on the circle change, 91 on the slider. And first pitch from him, wow, I had a hard time seeing that. The sunlight's just perfect on the batter's eye out there in center field. I cannot see his release point for the life of me. And I've got an 0-1 count after that swing and a miss. And there's another one. I could not hardly see it. 0-2 the count as I swung at one well inside. It's probably closer to my kneecaps than it was the zone. And now I have an 0-2 count. The 2-strike pitch. I could not see it. Slider up and away. Swing and a miss. And 3 pitches, 3 swings, 3 misses. And back to the dugout I go with the K next to my name. Top of the third, we come back. Cardinals up 3-2. Runners on first and second, nobody out as I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day. Max Meyer still on the mound for Milwaukee. Let's see what he serves up here with the first pitch of this at-bat. Nothing good there. Circle change well outside. 1-0 the count. Come on, big fella. Put one in the zone for me here, would you? Second pitch on the way. Not in the zone. Four-seamer inside. It's amazing what happens when I can see the ball out of his hand a little bit here. 2-0 the count for me now, as every pitch he's thrown me in this game so far has been outside the zone. Third pitch on the way now from Meyer. There's one in the zone. Got a piece of the circle change and fouled it away. Good swing timing, bad contact, because that's just the way Road to the Show works. Now we're looking at a 2-1 pitch. And swinging a miss at a four-seamer up and away, but in the zone. Top part of the outer third. 2-2 the count after not catching up to that four-seamer at all. Fifth pitch of the at-bat from Meyer. Got me. Slider on the inside corner. A little front door slider action. He apparently saw that series with the Reds where that worked like a charm, and it did there as well. Rung me up looking. 4-4 the score when we come back top of the fifth. Nobody out, nobody on. Max Meyer still towing the rubber here for Milwaukee. And the first pitch is a four-seamer in my cold zone, just above the knees on the inner third. 0-1 the count after somehow fouling that one away and not popping out in foul ground. The 0-1 pitch is a four-seamer just above the zone on the inside corner. Got a piece of that and fouled it away. Still an 0-2 count after a couple of foul balls here. 2-strike pitch. Froze me again with a four-seamer on the inside corner. And there's a couple of backwards Ks next to my name in this one now. Holy cow. Oh, bottom of the sixth we come back. It's a 7-4 lead for the Cardinals. And Henry Santos standing in for the Brewers. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Got a .241 batting average on the season. Devin Katimer still on the mound for the Redbirds here. 2-1 the count for him against Santo. And a bunt down the third base line. This could be tricky. We'll get a glove on it. Throw to first, not in time. Bunt for a hit is successful, and it loads the bases here with 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth. They couldn't do much with it as we come back top of the seventh. Still a 7-4 ball game. I'm standing in 0 for 3 on the day. Batting average down to a .307 now. Geraldo Blanco is now on the mound for the Brewers. He hits 97 on the four-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch from him. Just off the inside corner. Got the swing and a miss on the four-seamer. And it's an 0-1 count in a hurry. Second pitch on the way from him. Just below the knees on the inner third. 1-1 the count after not offering at that pitch. Man, he is really peppering the edges of the zone. 1-1 pitch. Oh, geez, just above the zone on the inner third. Swing and a miss from me makes for a 1-2 count. Come on, bud. Give me something off speed here, could you? He does. Slider just off the outside corner. We ground out to second. As the throw to first. The throw to first gets me with ease. Bottom of the eighth, we come back 7-5 the score. Cardinals in the lead. Hunter Hirschstick is at the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the day, hitting .288 on the season. He's got a 2-1 count with the bases empty and nobody out, with Tanner Scott on the mound now for the Cardinals. Wind up and the pitch from him, and it's a ground ball to me at third. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first. In time. 1 away now in the home half of the eighth. Top of the ninth, we come back. I'm standing in 0 for 4 on the day. .306 the batting average, .950 OPS. And Geraldo Blanco on the mound. Runner on second, 2 away. They don't want no part of me at the plate as they hand me first base for free. It's not enough for the Brewers to win the game, though, as the Cardinals take the win in game number 1. 7-5 the final score. We scored 7 runs on 5 hits. Wow. Intriguing. We're going to move on to the second game of this 4-game series. You know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this live stream, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Top of the first, no score, 1 out, runner on second. Alex Santos on the mound for the Brewers. He hits 98 on the 4-seamer. Looks like 91 on his splitter as well, 97 on the 2-seamer. First pitch from him. Got me with a curveball off the outside corner, had me swinging out in front. 0-1 the count. The Brewers are 30-52 on the season. Oof, that is rough. Second pitch is a splitter off the outside corner, grounded to short. He will throw across and get me just by half a step there. That was a lot closer play than I thought it was going to end up being. And that is the second out here in the top of the first. Top of the fourth, we come back. Brewers are leading 1-0. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day, still rocking an 0 for on the series. Alex Santos still towing the rubber. Nobody out, nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat. And we foul off a 4-seamer on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Come on, big guy. Give me something good to swing at here, would you? That was a good one. Past a diving third baseman into left field. Ground ball with eyes. Gets me a single and breaks up the big fat goose egg I've had on the series so far. We'll take that. Top of the sixth, we come back. It's a 1-1 ball game. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day. Runner on second, nobody out. Let's see what I can do against Alex Santos this time around. First pitch from him. Inside with the splitter. It's a 1-0 count. Down to a .306 average on the season with runners in scoring position, as I've been choking at the plate anytime someone's on second or third base. And a swing and a miss at a 4-seamer in the top part of the inner third makes for a 1-1 count. Third pitch of the at-bat. Low and away with a 4-seamer. 2-1 the count. I think he's figured out he can blow the fastball by me, but he's at least got to flirt with the zone with it a little bit. And 4-seamer on the inner third there, sent out to right field. Right fielder running back towards the corner. He's got time and space. He comes down with the ball, but the runner will advance to third on the play. So we'll take that. Runner on third with 1 away here in the top of the sixth. We can't score him, though. Top of the eighth, it's a 2-1 lead for Milwaukee. 2 outs and a runner on first. Bucky Taw I think it was Taw, on the mound, but they don't want him pitching to me. They give me first base for free. Taguchi. That's what his name is. Alrighty then. Brewers take the win. Yeah, everything worked out for them in this one. 2-1 the final score here in game number 2. Evens up the series at 1 game apiece. We're going to head to the third game of this 4-game series and see what we can do in that one. A little cloudy here in Milwaukee. They should have the dome closed with this kind of weather, you would think. But, oh well. Top of the first, no score. 2 outs, nobody on for me as I'm standing in with a .306 batting average. Bases are empty, so I get the dynamic challenge, and we'll just try for that single or better. David Reyes is on the mound for Milwaukee in this one. He hits 93 on the 4-seamer, 91 on the running fastball, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch from him. Inside with a 4-seamer. It's a 1-0 count to start things here. hit 3 home runs in my last 9 games. That is intriguing. 1-0 pitch from Reyes. Again, inside with a 4-seamer. It's a 2-0 count. Got to do a little better than that there, bud. Got to at least flirt with that inside corner. That's not it. 4-seamer on the inner third, but well below the knees. Taken for a 3-0 count. Maybe I should have done the earn a walk for the dynamic challenge. Well, I guess the base hit works. We send that pitch right back up the middle. First pitch in the zone, a curveball on the outer third, and it's into center field for a single. Not bad for a 3-0 recovery. Top of the third, Milwaukee is now leading 1-0. 2 outs and nobody on. I'm standing in 1 for 1 on the day, 2 for 8 on the series. David Reyes still towing the rubber here for the Brew Crew. First pitch of this at-bat. Outside with a 4-seamer. It's a 1-0 count. I'm a career 352 hitter against the Brewers. Wow, that's a statistic, eh? 1-0 pitch from Reyes. And there's one into right center field. Not going to get down. Oh, it will. Right fielder can't get to it. It drops into the outfield grass in front of him. And I have another single here in the top of the third. We'll take it. Top of the fourth, we come back. It's a 3-2 ball game. Milwaukee in the lead. Runners on first and second, 2 away, as I'm standing in for the 3rd time today already against David Reyes. First pitch of this at-bat from him. And it's a ground ball up the middle and into center field. Another single. And that's going to tie the game at 3 runs apiece because no play at the plate. And an RBI single is my 3rd hit of the day. A little fired up over there on first base. Rightfully so. Okay, here we go. Top of the 6th. It's a 6-3 lead for the Cardinals. I'm standing in 3 for 3 on the day. All 3 hits being singles. 4 for 10 on the series now. Geraldo Blanco is on the mound for the Brewers out of the bullpen. He still hits 97 on the 4-seamer. And that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of the at-bat from him. And a 4-seamer just below the knees down the center of the plate is fouled away for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch now. Outside with a slider. It's a 1-1 count after watching that one go by. Come on, big fella. Give me something good to hit here. That's not it. 4-seamer just off the inside corner. 2-1 the count. I can already hear Jake somewhere out there going, man, don't you be swinging at that stuff on the inner third. Next pitch is a 4-seamer inside. That makes a 3-1 count as I am not swinging at much here. The 3-1 pitch from Blanco. Inside again with the 4-seamer, and we get first base for free. We'll take it. Bottom of the 7th, it's now an 8-3 lead for the Cardinals. Brady House is at the dish for the Brewers. He's 2 for 3 on the day with a double and a single and a pair of RBIs so far. He's 3 for 7 on the series, though. He's got nobody on and 2 away as he's standing in with an 0-2 count against Drew Hackenberg. Wind up and the pitch from Hackenberg is going to be a ground ball to me at third. We'll get a glove on that, throw to first. And the side is retired. Apparently the old Cracker Jack didn't do any good for him at the plate. We're moving on. Oh my gosh, I'm back at the plate, top of the 8th. 2 outs, nobody on. 8-3 the score. I'm standing in 3 for 3 on the day. Let's see what I can do with Luinder Avila on the mound for the Brewers now. He hits 95 on the 4-seamer and 92 on his 2-seamer. First pitch from him this time is a 4-seamer just off the outside corner. Got a piece of it and fouled it away. Shouldn't have swung, but 0-1 the count. Next pitch from Avila. Oh, had me out in front of a changeup. He is changing speeds quite well here. 0-2 the count for me in a hurry here. The 2-strike pitch. Up and in with the 4-seamer. Not where you should have gone there. Should have been low and away there, bud. 21,515 still in attendance here in Milwaukee. And a 1-2 pitch now from Avila. Just past the outstretched glove of the third baseman into left field. And we have a 4-hit day here in Milwaukee. How about that? 5 plate appearances and a been on base every single time. Bottom of the 8th, we come back. It's an 8-3 ball game still. Dave McGinnis is at the plate for the Brewers. He's 0 for 3 on the day, but hitting .241 on the season. He's got runners on second and third, 2 away, and he's got himself an 0-1 count. Let's see what Drew Hackenberg is going to serve up for him here. Hopefully just a routine ground ball. Yepper, ground ball to me at third. We will throw to first. And the side is retired. We're moving on to the 9th inning here in Milwaukee, leading the Brewers by a score of 8-3. And the Cardinals are going to seal the deal there in the 9th. 8-3 is the final score there. Tink Hence getting his 8th win on the season. Drew Hackenberg getting his 3rd save. How? Did he have the bases loaded or something in the 9th? That's the only way I could see that happening. But yeah, I went 4 for 4 on the day. I will take that any old day of the week. We will move on to the 4th and final game of this 4-game series. See what we can do here to walk away with 3 wins in Milwaukee. Little day game action as they got the dome open today. No score here, top of the first. 2 outs, nobody on. Alexi Ojeda on the mound for the Brewers. He hits 101 on the 4-seamer, 94 on the splitter, 98 on the 2-seamer, but that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of the at-bat, just outside with the 4-seamer at 101 here in the first inning. His arm is definitely warmed up here. 1-0 pitch on the way from Ojeda. Oh, geez, that was not an off-speed pitch. That was a high 4-seamer, and I got a late swing and a miss there. 1-1 the count. Next pitch from Ojeda. Hits me in the shoulder. Well, we'll take the hit by pitch. It gets me on base one way or another. Bottom of the 2nd, still scoreless here in Milwaukee. Runner on first and nobody out. Rafael Marchand at the plate for the Brewers. He's hitting .233 on the season, and he's got himself a full count against Jose Urquidy. Wind up and the pitch from the right-hander Urquidy. Ground ball to me at third. This should be 2, 5, 4, and 3. We go around the horn to empty the bases and put 2 outs on the board. Nothing like the double play there. I like it. I like it a lot. Top of the 3rd, we come back, still scoreless. 2 outs and a runner on second for me as I'm standing in for the 2nd time today against Ojeda. First pitch of the at-bat this time around. And he hits me with a 4-seamer off the inside corner. Got the swing and a miss from me. 0-1 the count. Like to see a changeup or sweeping curve from him. And that's not it. 4-seamer is high. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count in a hurry here. The 2-strike pitch from Ojeda. Low and inside with a 4-seamer. 1-2 the count after laying off of a pitch for once. So I've been swinging at everything so far in this game. Next pitch is in the dirt. Low and inside. No advancement from the runner at second. And it's a 2-2 count for me at the plate. That's the first off-speed pitch I think I've seen from him all game. 2-2 pitch. It's another one drilled right past the third baseman. How did he not come down with that one? I don't know. Runner is sent around third. He scores. Play at the plate is not in time, and it's an RBI single for me to give the Cardinals a 1-0 lead here in Milwaukee. Top of the 5th, we come back. It's a 3-0 lead for the Redbirds. 2 outs and nobody on as I'm standing in 1 for 1 on the day. Alexi Ojeda still toeing the rubber for Milwaukee. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Gets the call. 4-seamer at the knees on the inner third. It's a good spot to take for me. 0-1 the count. Second pitch on the way. Wow, another one just above the knees on the outer third. 0-2 the count in a hurry here. As he is definitely keeping the pitches at the knees for me in this one. Up and in a little bit with the 4-seamer there. Makes for a 1-2 count. I have not swung at a single pitch this at-bat yet. That's no exception on the splitter below the knees on the outer third. 2-2 the count after watching that one go by. Next pitch from Ojeda. Gave me a good one to hit. 4-seamer in the zone. Late swing, foul ball. And it's a 2-2 count still. Looking at the 6th pitch of the at-bat. And it's well below the knees on the inside corner. Full count for me now with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. First payoff pitch from Ojeda. And swing and a miss at the 4-seamer on the inner third. That K retires the side, and we are halfway through the game here in Milwaukee. Cardinals leading this one by a score of 3-0. Top of the 7th, it's a 3-1 ball game now. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day. Luinder Avila now on the mound for the Brewers. I've got runners on first and second, 2 away. Avila, of course, still throws 95 on his 4-seamer and 92 on his 2-seamer. First pitch from him is a wee bit high on the outer third. 4-seamer not going to get the call there. 1-0 the count. Batting average down to a .320 with runners in scoring position this season. Next pitch is inside at the knees with a 4-seamer. That gives me a 2-0 count. I'm not going to say he's pitching around me here, but he's not approaching the zone too closely here. And that pitch is no exception. Four-seamer high on the inside corner. It's a 3-0 count in a hurry here. We may have first base for free in just 4 pitches. 3-0 pitch from Avila. And slider at the knees on the inner third. Called a ball, and it's a 4-pitch walk for me. Bases loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. We made him pay a little bit as it's now a 5-1 ball game in the top of the 9th. Runner on third, nobody out. Fred Pena now on the mound for the Brewers. He hits 94 on the 2-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch from him. We drill one out to deep right field. Right fielder running over, running back. He's got room. And he's able to make the play there. Runner from third tags. He's going to score. It's a sacrifice fly to make it a 6-1 ball game here in the top of the 9th. I'll take the ribby anytime I can get him. And the Cardinals win game number 4, 6-2 the final score there. And we take 3 out of 4 in Milwaukee against the Brewers. And I only, 1 for 2 on the day, 6 for 13 on the series. That's pretty solid. I'll take that. We'll head back to the clubhouse here, and we will jump into another series as soon as the PlayStation is done loading, saving, and doing all that lovely good rot. While it's doing those things, I am going to take another drink. Oh, look, we have training. Okay, I think that means we're heading back home. Plate vision? That might actually be a good one to do here. Yeah, I think we'll do the plate vision one here. Auto train that, because I'm sure you guys watching don't want to see me completely fail at these training things. Oh no, we're still on the road. We're in Baltimore against the Orioles. It's a 3-game series here. Cardinals are 1 game under 500 on the season. Orioles are 6 games above. This should be a pretty good 3-game set here in Baltimore. A little rematch from the World Series in last season. Let's see what we can do here. As top of the first, we're scoreless. Runner on first, 1 away. And I'm standing in with a .315 batting average against my former teammate, Brian Woo. How you doing there, bud? He hits 98 on the 4-seamer, 95 on the sinker, 92 on the cutter. Let's see what the first pitch looks like here. Sinker below the knees, got a piece of it and fouled it away. Good swing timing, bad contact. 0-1 the count. Second pitch now from Woo. A little bit high with the cutter. We lay off that one, and it's a 1-1 count. Orioles are holding the second wild card seed in the American League. 1-1 pitch. Inside from Woo with the sinker. It's a 2-1 count. Come on, big fella. Serve me up something good to swing at here. 2-1 pitch. Just below the knees with the slider. It's a 3-1 pitch, as every pitch he's thrown me has been outside the zone. I'm not saying he knows what I'm going to swing at, but that's what he's been throwing me is what I would normally go for. 3-1 pitch in the zone, got a piece of it and sent it foul down the right field line. Full count now. Let's see what I get for the payoff pitch from Brian Woo. Ooh, slider just above the knees, got a piece of it and fouled it away as I was a little bit out in front of that one. We still have a full count. Second payoff pitch on the way from Woo. And we foul off a 4-seamer in the top of the zone. We're looking at another payoff pitch here. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat from my former teammate. Right back up the box and almost took his hat off his head. As that goes into the center field for a single for me. Runner makes it all the way to third, but he gets thrown out by the center fielder. So instead of runners on first and second or first and third, it's just me on first with 2 outs now in the top of the first. Top of the third, we come back. I'm standing in 1 for 1 with the single I just hit. Baltimore leading 1-0 now. 2 outs, nobody on. Brian Woo still on the mound here for the Orioles. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Right down the middle. Well, not really in the middle. Inner third, got a piece of it and fouled it away. 0-1 the count. Second pitch on the way from Woo. Inside with the 4-seamer. It's a 1-1 count. Come on, big fella. Give me something better to swing at than that. You know I like swinging the bat. There's one. Back up the box again into center field. 2 singles for me against my former teammate, Brian Woo. We'll take that. All right, top of the fifth, we come back. It's a 2-2 ball game. I'm standing in 2 for 2 on the day. Batting average up to a .320 now. Brian Wu still toeing the rubber for Baltimore. I got a runner on first and 2 away. Let's see what I can do with the first pitch of this at-bat from Wu. Oh, tardy on the four-seamer on the inner third. It's fouled away for an 0-1 count. My 106 hits is second in the National League so far this season. 0-1 pitch. Ripped to the third baseman. They're going to go around the horn. Nope, only get a second. Only needed the one out there because, I can't do math. So a 5-4 putout ends that half of the inning. We're moving on to the bottom of the fifth, tied at 2. All right, top of the eighth. It's no longer tied at 2. Baltimore leading this one 7-2 now. One out, nobody on. Will Vest now on the mound for Baltimore. He hits 98 on the four-seamer, 90 on his circle change, 97 on the sinker, only 88 on the slider. First pitch is below the knees on the inside corner, and it's called a ball. 1-0 the count, in front of 33,956 paid attendance here at Camden Yards. That's what I'm going to call it. I don't care what it says up there on the scoreboard. 1-0 pitch. Oh, geez, swinging at a four-seamer almost at shoulder level. 1-1 the count. Third pitch of the at-bat. There's one, chopped to the shortstop. He gets a glove on it, and he can't get it to first in time. It's an infield single for me as we beat that one out just by a hair. Sorry about that, Jackson Holiday, but it's a single for me now. And the Cardinals take the loss here in game number 1 as Brian Wu picks up the win. Orioles scored 7, Cardinals scored 2. And that's all she wrote for game number 1, despite my 3-for-4 day at the plate. We're going to move on to the second game of this 3-game series, and you know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this live stream, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Top of the first, rainy day here in Baltimore. Runner on first, and 1 away. Dean Kramer, another former teammate on the mound for the Orioles. He hits 97 on the four-seamer, 91 on the cutter, 94 on the sinker. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch. Gets the call with the four-seamer at the knees. 0-1 the count. Second pitch on the way now from Kramer. Gave me an off-speed pitch, and I line it right to the shortstop. 2 away now in the top of the first. Top of the fourth. 2-0 the score with the Orioles in the lead. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day. 1 out, nobody on. Let's see what I can do against Dean Kramer this time around. First pitch of this at-bat. Ripped into right center field. That's extra bases right off the bat. It's going to roll all the way to the wall there, and we will hold up at second because I don't feel like stretching that into a triple. We'll take the base hit whenever we can get our hands on it. So, 11th double of the season for me. And that'll get me a little bit of an extension on the hit streak. I don't think I had one. Wait, I had hits in the last one. I'm an idiot. It's fine. Top of the sixth, we come back 2-1 the score. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day with a runner on first and 2 away. Dean Kramer still on the mound for Baltimore. And the first pitch from him this time around is a cutter inside. And it's a 1-0 count to start things here. Second pitch of the at-bat now from Kramer. Oh, geez, not an off-speed pitch. That was a four-seamer high, and I swung at it really late. No contact made. It's a 1-1 count. Third pitch of the at-bat, well inside with the sinker. Easy take there for a 2-1 count. We still have some rain falling here in Baltimore. The 2-1 pitch from Kramer. And there's one into right center field. This one's got some air under it, but it might get down. Let's see. It does, and it hops over the wall. Ground rule double. Second double of the day for me. That puts runners on second and third with 2 away. And the Cardinals couldn't do anything with it. I'm standing in 2 for 3 in the top of the 8th with a 2-1 deficit here in Baltimore. 1 out, nobody on. I get the dynamic challenge. And we'll try for that double or better since that seems to be what I can hit today. Andre Munoz is now on the mound for the Orioles. He hits 91 on the slider, 102 on the four-seamer, 97 on the sinker. First pitch, just up and away with the slider there. 1-1 the count. Second pitch on its way from Munoz. Come on, big fella. There's a good one. Slider at the knees, but it's in the zone. Got a piece of it and fouled it away. Good swing timing to boot, so that kind of bites. 1-1 the count. Third pitch of the at-bat. It's a slider on the outside corner. Another one with decent swing timing, but bad contact. It's a 1-2 count in a hurry now. A little high with a four-seamer at an even 100 miles an hour. Makes for a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch from Munoz. Just a little low with the sinker there on the outside corner. Full count with one out and nobody on here in the top of the eighth. Payoff pitch on the way. Let's see what we can do. Ground out to second base. That's what we're going to do. 4-3 putout completes that ground out, and that is the second out here in the top of the eighth. Bottom of the ninth, we come back. It's a 4-2 lead for the Cardinals. Tyler Stevenson at the dish for Baltimore. He's 2 for 3 on the day, hitting .264 on the season. He's got himself an 0-1 count with 2 outs and nobody on. Jose Suarez on the mound, going to kick and deal. And why is that a fielding opportunity for me? I'll never know. Ball drops in left field in front of the left fielder, so he's got himself a single to extend the ninth inning here. Doesn't matter. Cardinals still hold on to win that one. 4-2 the final score in game number 2. Hackenberg picks up the win for the Redbirds. Suarez gets his 23rd save on the season. And I had a 2 for 4 day at the plate, and I'm now 5 for 8 on the series. How about that? Let's move on to the third and final game of this series. See who can win the rubber match here and move on to the next series with a series win. Bright sunshine here in Baltimore for the day game in Game 3. Braxton Garrett on the mound for the Orioles in this one. He hits 93 on his sinker, 90 on the cutter. That's all he's got that's quick. 1 out, runner on second, first pitch, just off the inside corner with the sinker. It's a 1-0 count to start things here in game number 3. Second pitch. Ooh, sinker just below the knees. Got a piece of it and fouled it away. Good swing timing for me again. But I have a 1-1 count as I couldn't keep that one between the lines. Next pitch is a sinker well inside and low. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch. In the zone, just barely above the knees with the sinker there. And I got a piece of it and fouled it away to preserve the at-bat. And we still have a 2-2 count here. Fifth pitch is well outside with the slider. It's a full count now. Let's see what I can get with the payoff pitch from Braxton Garrett. Oh, sinker low on the inside corner. Fouled it away as somehow I got a piece of that. I don't know how. Still a full count. Next payoff pitch is inside, and it's first base for free as I laid off the slider that was high. And, yeah, we'll take the walk, even if it is the hard way. Top of the second, we come back. It's a 3-0 lead for the Redbirds. I'm standing in with a .323 batting average. Runner on second, 2 away. Top of the second, and I get a dynamic challenge. I don't know if I can do the only swing of pitches inside the zone and drive in the run. We'll just try for the double or better. That sounds good to me. Braxton Garrett still on the mound for the Orioles. He's throwing pitch number 50 of his outing to start this at-bat. We send a sinker on the inner third out to right field. Right fielder running over towards the line. He makes the play just short of the warning track out there. And it's no dice for me at the dish this time around. But the Cardinals are still leading by a score of 3-0 here after an inning and a half. Top of the fourth, we come back. Still a 3-0 ball game. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Runner on first, 2 away. Braxton Garrett still on the mound. His 80th pitch of the day is going to be a slider almost right down Broadway. Had me out in front, and it is fouled away. 0-1 the count. I was hoping for the hit and run being on like a boss. A sinker down the middle of the plate, but a little high. He's sent out to right field. Right fielder makes the play, and again, I fly out to the right fielder to retire the side here in the top of the fourth. We come back top of the seventh. It's a 5-4 lead for the Redbirds. I'm standing in 0 for 2 on the day, but 5 for 10 on the series. Bases are empty, nobody out. Will Vest now on the mound for the Orioles out of the bullpen. He still throws 98 on the four-seamer, 90 on his circle change, 97 on the sinker, 88 on the slider. First pitch is a four-seamer on the outer third, can't catch up to it, and it's an 0-1 count after a big swing and a miss there. Second pitch of the at-bat now from Vest. And a circle change at the knees. Good swing timing, bad contact. It's a foul ball to make for an 0-2 count for me now. The 2-strike pitch from Vest. Just a little low with the four-seamer. Wow, that was a tough take. 1-2 the count, though, as that is rightfully called a ball. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. It's a swing and a foul ball and a four-seamer on the outer third. I am not catching up to his heaters at all in this plate appearance so far. The next 1-2 pitch from Best. Come on, big fella. Oh, I went swinging for a four-seamer below the knees on the outer third. It's a 1-2 count still after somehow fouling that one away. Next pitch of the at-bat. Come on, big fella. Got me. Slider off the outside corner at the knees. And it's a swing and a miss for a K next to my name in this one. Top of the ninth, I'm back at the plate again. It's a 5-4 lead for the Cardinals. Runner on second, one away, and they hand me the intentional walk because they don't want me getting this game a little further out of hand for them. Orioles had the right strategy there as they walk it off. Did we do it in 9? Did they do it in extras? Let's see what happened here. They did it in 9. They put up a 2-spot in the bottom half of the inning to win 6-5 in game number 3. So we dropped 2 of 3 on the road in Baltimore. But that means we're going to be heading back home for a little bit of home time action here. Of course, we got to go back to the clubhouse to get to that game. Well, I should say the next series. And yeah, we have the White Sox coming to town for 3 games. Let's get to it. Ooh, wow, White Sox are actually doing pretty good this season. 56-31. All right, another little drink there. And here we go, top of the first. White Sox are already out in front, 2-0. Edgar Quero, I can't talk. Edgar Quero is at the plate. Good Lord. He's got a runner on first and second, 2 away here, and an 0-2 count with Tink Hence on the mound, already throwing his 23rd pitch of the day, and it's still the first inning. And a ground ball to me at third. We're going to throw to first. Thankfully, we are finally out of the top of the first inning, trailing the Sox by a score of 2-0 already. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first. Runner on first, 1 away. I'm standing in with a .320 batting average. Grant Taylor towing the rubber for the White Sox in this one. He hits 95 on the four-seamer, 93 on the cutter. And that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch is a slider at the top of the zone and got me to swing late and miss. 0-1 the count. Next pitch. Wow, drilled that one out to deep center field. Center fielder running back, and he makes the play just short of the warning track. That's what I get for hitting into the deep part of the yard here at Busch Stadium, as that's just a long and loud fly out to center for out number 2 in the bottom of the first. Top of the second, we come back. 2-0 is the score. Nobody out and nobody on for Ryan Mountcastle. He's hitting .213 on the season, so that's not exactly a great number. He's got himself an 0-1 count with Tink Hence on the mound here still. Wind up and the pitch from Hence. And a ground ball down the third base line. We'll get a glove on the... Oh, no. Got him at first. I don't know how the heck that happened there. That was a weird play. I'm going to watch the replay because the ground ball to me, I knocked it down, had to pick it up, throw to first. It bounced on the way in. The good scoop from the first baseman gets the out. So 125-foot throw at 97 miles an hour across the diamond to get the out. Holy cow. Bottom of the third, we come back. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day. It's now a 2-2 ball game. Runner on first, nobody out. Grant Taylor still on the mound for the White Sox. First pitch from him is a four-seamer down Broadway, popped up right behind the mound. And the second baseman will make the play there for out number 1 in the bottom of the third. Bottom of the fifth, we come back. Still a 2-2 ball game. I'm standing in 0 for 2 on the day. Grant Taylor still on the mound. Runner on second, 2 away. Let's see what I can do against him in this at-bat. Chopper to third. That's what I'm going to do. Throw to first will be in time. And 5 innings are now complete here at Busch Stadium. And we are tied at 2 runs apiece. I'm not going to lie. We're doing pretty good against a really good White Sox team here in 2031. Top of the 7th, the White Sox are out in the front now. 4-2 the score. Khalil Watson at the dish. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a solo homer in the 6th inning, hitting .326 on the season. Drew Hackenberg is on the mound for the Cardinals now. Runner on first, 1 away, wind up and the pitch from Hackenberg. And that's into left field. I don't know how that's a fielding opportunity for me as I'm just covering third. As the throw is a little offline, but the runner wasn't advancing to third on the play anyway. So the White Sox now have runners on first and second with 2 away. We come back bottom of the 8th. It's an 8-2 lead for the White Sox. I'm standing in 0 for 3 on the day. 1 out, nobody on. Grant Taylor still on the mound for Chicago. First pitch of this at-bat from him. And it's a swing and a miss at a slider above the zone. 0-1 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat. It's a slider below the knees. Got the swing and a miss from me again. And it's an 0-2 count in a hurry as I am being way too aggressive at the plate. Next pitch. We foul off a four-seamer on the inner third. Just had to protect the plate there. Definitely not a good pitch for me to swing at, given that my cold zone is the inner third. Next 0-2 pitch. Outside with the cutter. Taken for ball 1. It's a 1-2 count in front of 34,197 paid attendance today. Next pitch. Got the swing and a foul ball on a slider below the knees. I could be on first base for free right now if I wouldn't have swung at a single pitch. Go figure. 1-2 pitch on the way from Taylor. And it's low and away with the curveball. Easy take there to even up the count at 2-2. Looking at our 7th pitch of the at-bat. And we pop up a four-seamer at the knees. It's going into foul ground down the right field line. Right fielder is watching the second baseman make the play on the right field line. And that is out number 2 in the bottom of the 8th. We come back top of the 9th. I don't know why. It's an 8-2 lead. 1 out, nobody on. Robert Floyd at the dish for the White Sox. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Gordon Graceffo on the mound for the Cardinals here. He's throwing a 1-1 pitch to Floyd. And I don't know why this fielding opportunity is here because, oh, that's why. Bunt down the third base line. We'll grab that. Throw to first in time for the second out in the top of the 9th. And the Cardinals put up a couple more in the bottom half of the inning, but not enough to even it up. It's an 8-4 final score there as the White Sox win game number 1 here at Busch Stadium. We're going to move on to the second game of this series. You know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this live stream, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Day game action here in game number 2, and the White Sox start off by handing me the intentional walk in the bottom of the first to load the bases. Wow. Bottom of the second, we come back. I'm at the plate for the second time. It's a 3-2 ball game with the White Sox out in front. 2 outs, runner on first. Jared Kelly on the mound for the Southsiders here. He hits 98 on the four-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch on the outer third with a four-seamer, and it goes foul down the right field line and out of play. 0-1 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat from Kelly. Oh, got the swing and a miss with a slurve off the outside corner. 0-2 the count. Looking for that heater again and did not get it there. And another slurve off the outside corner, almost the same spot as the previous pitch. And I have an 0-2 count after fouling that one away. Next 2-strike pitch from Kelly. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. 2-3 put out is not going to be in time. I reach on the error. So a strikeout and a wild pitch gets me on first base. How about that? Not what I expected to have happen there. We come back bottom of the third. Cardinals out in front 6-3. And Jared Kelly's still on the mound for Chicago. Got a runner on second and 2 away. And I get a dynamic challenge. My 3rd plate appearance already. The Boss Battle Challenge, drive in a run, double or better, or hit a home run. We're going for drive in the run. Why the heck not? Let's see what I can do against Kelly in this at-bat as the first pitch from him this time around. Come on, big fella. Give me something good. Oh, that was a good one. Four-seamer on the outer third. Got a piece of it and fouled it away. 0-1 the count. My 63 RBIs are good for 2nd in the National League. 0-1 pitch. Outside with the slurve. It's a 1-1 count. Come on, big guy. Give me that four-seamer right down Broadway. You can do it. That's not it. Change up in the dirt. Gets the swing and a miss out of me. 1-2 the count. And I had my heart set on that four-seamer like you wouldn't believe. The 1-2 pitch now from Kelly. Outside with a slurve. It's a 2-2 count. Come on, big fella. In the zone. At least over the plate. Let me get myself out here if you could. Not going to happen there. As a routine fly ball, in theory, out to right field. Gets down just in front of the right fielder. And that's an RBI single for me here in the bottom of the third to extend the Cardinals' lead to 7-3. That's tolerable. Top of the fourth, we come back, still a 7-3 ball game. Robert Floyd at the dish for Chicago. He's no official at-bat so far as he drew a walk in his first plate appearance. He's hitting .278 on the season, and he's got the bases empty with nobody out and an 0-2 count against Jose Urquidy. Wind up and the pitch from Urquidy. And a little dribbler to me. We'll throw to first. And the first out in the visitors' half of the fourth is now complete. Bottom of the fifth, we come back. It's an 8-4 ball game now. Cardinals out in front. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day, 1 for 6 on the series. Cesar Tavares is on the mound for the White Sox out of the bullpen now. 1 out, nobody on for me. I get the dynamic challenge because the bases are empty. And we'll try to only swing at pitches inside the zone and record a hit. Tavares does throw 98 on the four-seamer, 96 on the cutter, 93 on the splitter, 91 on the slider, so he's quite consistent with his speeds. First pitch is a four-seamer off the outside corner at the knees, 1-0 the count. My 964 OPS on the season is good for third in the league. And there's a good rip on a slider right down Broadway. It gets down in front of the center fielder, and I've got a single here in the bottom of the fifth. That should be a successful dynamic challenge. It is. And yeah, that helps the old batting average out a little bit. Bottom of the seventh, we come back. 8-5 is the score. Runner on first, 1 away. Louis Maloney on the mound for the White Sox out of the bullpen now. He hits 94 on the two-seamer, 92 on his splitter, only 86 on the changeup. First pitch from him. And we send a two-seamer on the inner third out to center field. Right at the center fielder. No chance of a base hit this time around. Instead, it's a second out here in the bottom of the seventh. The old Cracker Jack didn't do me any good there. Cardinals take the win in game number 2. 9-5 the final score there. We'll take that. The series is now tied at 1 game apiece. We will move on to the third and final game of this series. And while that one's loading in, I'm taking another drink. Oh, rainy day in St. Louis again. Oh boy. Bottom of the first. I'm standing in here. Let's see what I can do with Jake Eder on the mound. He throws a 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. Runner on first, 1 away, first pitch. Right back up the middle at the second baseman. He flips to the shortstop, covering. Relay to first in time, and it's a 4-6-3 double play to retire the side. So nothing good working out for me here in the bottom of the first in game number 3. Bottom of the fourth, we come back. White Sox up 4-0 now. I'm standing in with the bases empty and nobody out. 0 for 1 on the day. Jake Eder still on the mound. First pitch of this at-bat. Yeah, it's a changeup just below the knees. Got a piece of it and fouled it away. 0-1 the count. As you see there, I am the 6-time reigning MVP. Four-seamer on the outside corner, sent deep down the right field line. Right fielder running back towards the corner. He's able to make the play right near the foul line. And that's just a long and loud F9 for those of you keeping track at home. We come back top of the fifth. 4-0 is the score. Louis Robert Jr. is at the plate for the White Sox. He's 1 for 2 on the day, and he's got a single on his line score. He's 4 for 11 on the series, so he's having a good time here in St. Louis. 1 out, nobody on for him. 0-2 the count with Nick Frasso on the mound. Wind up and the pitch now from Frasso. And it's a liner over my head into shallow left. It gets down for a hit. Throw into second, I would assume. Yep. No chance of getting the out there as Robert Jr. held up at first. Bottom of the sixth, we come back. It's a 5-0 ball game. Cardinals on the bad end of that one. I'm standing in 0 for 2 on the day, 2 for 10 on the series. Runner on first, 1 away. Jake Eder still on the mound for Chicago. First pitch is a four-seamer on the outside corner. Got a piece of it and fouled it away for an 0-1 count. My OPS against the White Sox is only .696 in my career, so that is not great. And swinging at curveballs below the knees on the inner third like that one is not going to help that number any. 0-2 the count for me now. And the 2-strike pitch is a curveball again well below the knees, and he's smiling on the mound like, haha, got you with 2 in a row there, bud. That's a big fat K next to my name. We come back top of the eighth. It's a 6-2 ball game. 2 outs, nobody on for Robert Floyd. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of walks on his line score. He is 1 for 9 on the series, though, so he's not having the best time here in St. Louis. But, yeah, 1-1 pitch on the way, and he bunts one down the third base line. The pitcher's going to grab that one. Throw to first will not be in time. So the bunt for a hit successful for Floyd. And the White Sox now have a runner on first with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. We come back, bottom of the 8th. 9-2 is the score. I'm standing in 0 for 3 on the day, 2 for 11 on the series. Louis Maloney is now on the mound for the White Sox, and I get a dynamic challenge because there's nobody on the base paths. And, we'll try to only swing at pitches inside the zone here. Maloney does throw 94 on his two-seamer, 92 on the splitter, 86 on his changeup. First pitch of the at-bat from him. And we chop onto the second baseman, who mishandles it, tries to recover. Oh, bang, bang, play at first, and they got me. Oh, where's the instant replay on that one, man? Can't say I agree with that call, but top of the 9th, we come back. It's a 9-2 lead for the White Sox. Nobody out, nobody on. Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate for the Southsiders. He's 2 for 4 on the day, hitting .257 on the season. 0-2 the count for him with Gordon Graceffo on the mound. Wind up and the pitch. It's a bunt down the third base line. That will get down. We'll throw to first to get him easily, though. And that is the first out in the top of the 9th. Cardinals not going to be able to come back from that one. 9-3 is the final score, as the White Sox win 2 out of 3 when they come to town. And the Cardinals are definitely stinking it up here after not doing so hot. I don't get it. We won the World Series in 2030 with my first year with the team, and now we just can't muster a winning series even for the life of me here. Oh, boy. Let's see. That's the 4th series of this live stream, if memory serves me. And I think we will call it a day at that one. For those of you still hanging out with me, I really appreciate you being here with me today. Make sure you come back tomorrow for the next regularly scheduled video. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all the fun social media things. And, yeah, we will see you in tomorrow's episode. Have a good one, everybody.